And that headhunter last time around, so expect big things out of this guy.
He's already on the move. Look at that aggressive line he's taking.
Super aggressive, trying to get ahead of that Viper. But poised so far from Sentinels.
With Berlin over his shoulder, he creeps up further and further. A couple of warning shots. Takes a quick step back. Meanwhile, Sentinels, as you mentioned, on the attack side of this opening best of three with a bit of a more tempered approach.
Yeah, and I think they understand that, you know, FPX's history on the defensive sides of almost every single map have been a weakness for them. So if they don't drop early like that and give FPX an inch, they might be able to get a big lead here.
Seems like Saucy's making a little bit of noise here. He's dropped the Hunt, he's dropped the Prowler, a lot of noise B, but it's actually the first kill going the way of FPX towards A.
You can't do anything about that.
No, not at all. Berlin still causing problems. Hasn't taken a lick of damage. Now he's taking a step back, but Autumn is on the prowl. He's on the flank. He's behind him. As Berlin once again, one bullet, one kill. All members of Sentinel starting to crumble, starting to fall apart. This pistol seems to be going the way of the defense. I mean, they're completely surrounded, Dre. They've got every single corner with threat. FPX gets the first.
Absolutely constricted into U-Haul and Short A that entire round. Well, how long?
It's been over a month. They're 0-6 on their last three series. Their last map win was against Cloud9 back in like July, early July.
That's unbelievable, right? They're Madrid winners.
It's just been such a fall from grace, and it seems like that's just a story for Sentinels, right? Like they get to Madrid, that's their peak, then they turn their attention toward trying to qualify for Shanghai. Obviously, they don't make it. On the other side of Shanghai, they're looking really good, like 5-0 or 4-0, something like that through stage 2, and then again, we're back on this downward trajectory.
Yeah. It's been super rough for them, and this start has been super rough as well, but let's see what they can do. It's some faint pressure right now from 10s towards B long. No one to reciprocate inside of FPX.
And again, I think a lot of discipline out from FPX. You're absolutely right.
I mean, you said it, right? You said when you watched FPX play against Heretics, you said I think they figured out their defensive sides.
It seemed like it, yeah.
And so far, I like the way that they're taking this approach, not taking too many risks.
Prowler's out. It's going to push Life off the line with a Guardian. But he's just able to take just a little bit of a step back to reinforce position. Now with heals being dug in, they're going to have to deal with what Sentinels are doing. Zekken and Tens are getting a couple, but again, the superior weaponry out from the defensive side continues to cause problems. John QT and Zelsis, the only two that remain. Yeah, they got the spike down. I mean, Zelsis has a molly, John has a spit. There might be a shot at this. I just don't know if there's going to be enough delay.
Super tough. I mean, that molly does delay for quite a bit, but that Omen Paranoia was too strong. Young cleans it up, but honestly, a very nice approach from Sentinels. Getting the spike planted, getting damage done. Could have definitely been worse for wear for them.
It's Sentinels a stride showing.
Yeah, they're definitely trying their hardest to not give away any freebies. That's been the demise of them in the past.
Yeah, Orb scooped up early in the round. And again, silence across the map.
Yeah, it's so quiet. Only an Omen smoke being used. Orb was gathered, though, from Life. Pretty good. It will be a contact play here in B long. Second will be the forefront, along with Tens, the 1-2 punch.
Got to be cautious here. An Outlaw, and then you've got 3 rifles, and then just a Sheriff. So if FPX are able to convert this bonus, this snowball would be huge.
Yeah, this would be massive, and it would be so detrimental to SEN, who I feel like are such a team that is based off of momentum.
Young's moving. He's on the hunt. Saucy looked like he was a bit asleep at the wheel for a second there.
Yeah, he definitely got caught sleeping at the wheel right there. Maybe looking at the mini-map, but it's a walk down. Oh my goodness!
What in the world was that? That was so fast!
Nasty stuff. A lot of players there just go for the double outlaw, but the switch to the headhunter, it's instantaneous.
I had bad flashbacks of like the chamber meta.
Oh, 100%.
And so now Sentinels off of that, it seemed like they made a little bit of noise. A, again, trying to threaten the opposite side of the map, but now quick rotate back B. You've got Lysor who's here. You still have a trip that's currently down, but the wall goes up. Utility through. Zekken trying to find some space off the satchel. 13 seconds left. They're going to have to get there very quickly. Lysor's going to get another. I don't know that there's a way for John to do this. There's no time.
It's done. I mean, all off of the back of Autumn. What a monster. Solo walking down. Interesting. 3 Bulldogs on the field. And an ult play, that's why.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of a lot of this round, the success of the round is being hinged upon whether or not they can find value with the Thrash. Ayang's been detained, tries jumping around to save his life, and cannot as Zekin gets 2 on the round. They've got the site. They should be able to get the spike down.
And that's upgrades now, too. No one here to thwart the plant. Lil bro will get it, that spike planted.
Spike planted.
And it's going to be a late flank from Autumn. Do the rest of the members of FPX try to go first here? Try to make a distraction, allow him to find a timing?
Yeah, with his ult, maybe. That's a tough thing you're going to have to deal with. Tens is holding the line, too.
Wow.
Zekin's got 3 on the round. Lysor had no shot there. And what do you do in a situation like that? Autumn on the second swing will not find success. Life's doing his best to keep this round going their way, and he can hit 17 across both maps. Just something very uncharacteristic. But honestly, I mean, we've got Autumn with the op online. He's holding a deep angle down B long, but all of the noise, all of the firepower is towards A.
Yeah, showstopper used as well. He's going to pop over the truck. Doesn't see anybody.
No, there's a lot of respect and a lot of space being given from FPX right now. It's really nice. They're starting to dance around this push and pull of dealing with the aggression, dealing with the firepower of Sentinels while also maintaining the space.
Right now, Autumn, he's so worried that there could be somebody in showers, but there's nobody there. Sentinels are playing all A short, all market area.
Again, the op will be a difficult thing to try to retake around it. The spike has been going off for a little while here. That Dizzy tagged, what, 3?
Haunt doesn't quite connect on anybody there.
If they can't alleviate some of the shower spire U-Haul pressure, it's going to be a problem. There's still one there. Tens, beautiful timing. Ion's left to his own devices. And there's no way you survive in a situation like that.
And this is a different type of SEN.
Take a look at the purchase for FPX here. 2 rifles. And a couple of sheriffs. Heavy lean towards A. Again, Lysor's being asked and being called upon to hold B on his own.
Yeah, these last couple rounds that SEN have won, FPX have had a stack on the wrong site. Lysor should call for his team now that this will be a hookah crunch.
They're trapped in there. There's no real easy way out. Reinforcements have to arrive. I mean, they have the superior weaponry, and there they go.
Whoa.
All of the other guns arriving at just the right time. Barring a kill from Autumn, this will be a flawless round from Sentinels to tie us up at 3. And I think we talked just a couple of rounds ago about the snowball that could potentially be forming on the side of FPX. Look at it for Sentinels now. They've got money forever. They've got Tens' ult that's back online. He had it, what, 3 rounds? Three rounds ago. Sasi's got his ult online as well.
Zelsys is building up towards that Brim ultimate as well, getting the spike planted right there. He might even just go for the kill here.
Yeah.
They're going to use info to try to find out where Autumn is and feed the kill to Zelsys. That's why you see him treading. He goes. Even if he dies, he still gets it. So that's a W for Zelsys.
It's now 3 ults that they're going to have.
Yeah.
While Autumn's going to do his best to hang on to this rifle.
Yeah, he wants to keep this one for sure.
The question is, does he expect Sasi around the corner? No, he doesn't.
Much experience.
I want to mention very quickly, Autumn has another op online. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time. We haven't seen any value with it. Meanwhile, the dump onto A is ridiculous. You've got the Nightfall, you've got the Orbital Strike, you've got everything thrown towards the site. Berlin will ultimately fall as well, and I mean, we're what, 20 seconds into the round and it's done. I mean, it's a save.
Yeah, it was the same set play that Tens did previously with that Thrash, but this time there's follow-up, right? The Fade ultimate, the Brim ultimate, they got cooked to a crisp. It was a barbecue.
There's just no way to hold on to the site when you have that much being thrown at you.
Yeah, and that's the power of this composition. There's so much utility once the execute actually comes through.
Sure.
FPX, they did a good job in the first 3 rounds of kind of dealing with that. But I mean, on pistol rounds, you don't really have the full amount that you want for the side of Sentinels. So FPX didn't really have to feel all that power. But now that they feel it, I mean, Zelsys just felt something. A little bit of a headache there, huh?
Zekin did too.
I mean, they have to save this operator, but it's going to be a full hunt. Yeah, he's so clean with the op.
Young's ult is online. Lysor's 1 tip away from his. And again, this intention on holding down B long with the op. There is a little bit more presence here, though. Zelsys is close by.
Ooh. What a shot.
An elbow is all it took.
Yeah, that first jiggle.
And then, honestly, that was such a bold swing out from Autumn, too. He was past the point of his TP at that point.
I mean, you got to make something happen, right? With that operator, him just sitting back in passive angles was not working for them in the last couple of rounds. Oh, it's picks across the board right now.
This is tough, man. This throws the attack into such a tizzy. If you're not finding success on either side of the map, you're thrown into plan C, plan D of your approach.
And you have no smokes on the field right now. Berlin took a little bit to get there, but he gets the kill. Life, he might get a third into this round. But it's Berlin
trying to hold the line on A short.
We saw him take the same pathing on the pistol round, and he did meet Zelsis here previously.
He's going to have a lot more to deal with here. Berlin is with him. They just had a Prowler clear out showers.
There it is. Push him back, and now you can overwhelm.
If they want to commit to it. And it seems like that's exactly what they're going to do. What a shot out from Autumn. Staying alive through the decay and through the damage and aggressively checking into another.
I mean, an absolute madman, and he gets punished for it, though. Zelsis not falling for any of those shenanigans.
Oh, his thing's so down. All members from FPX rotating back towards A. And Sentinels have cut noise.
Launching smoke.
And only one smoke to work with, and they decide to smoke off U-Haul, and that might be detrimental to them.
Yeah, almost getting punished up from heaven. That second smoke causing a little bit of problems. Berlin still had an angle to play around. Look at the health bars on the members of Sentinels. They're so weak.
Yeah. But Tens, he picked up that operator. He might be able to work something with this, work some magic. Some of that Tens magic.
This smoke is interesting, too. It gives them passage out if they decide that they want to flip the map, but hanging on for now. 20 seconds left in the round. A little bit of presence in U-Haul. You've got Zelsis who's starting to creep forward. Threaten on the plant. That's not the right one. Time is running short. That shot will connect, but with 10 seconds left, how much more can you do? Can you buy enough time for the spike to go down? No.
Yeah.
I mean, we can have the same conversation about Ayang, who was able to track Zekin as he went, but back into the next round we go. A pit already invested down B long.
Yeah, and the whole purpose of this is to kind of force SEN to do what you want. They want them to lean towards either that hookah area or go towards that three-man fighting squad at A.
Yeah, and that three-man fighting squad that you were just talking about had taken a lot of space down showers. It seemed like they wanted to try to fight there early on. They don't meet a threat, but you can see what the intention is for FPX early on.
And it's so hard for Sentinels to entry into these sites knowing that you have to go against these operators. Life holding down showers on his own. A 2-for-1, you'll take that any day.
He almost got 3.
Zelsis was able to see that smoke come, but oh my gosh, Ayang and Berlin. Little in and out, and it's Tens all alone.
This round and the last couple of rounds, to be honest, this Tens is, as you mentioned, in a 1v4 or borderline unwinnable one. Stinger, and he has this ult online.
We've seen Autumn in these moments, though. Oh, he's going to get punished this time.
What? Oh, no, it went right past him. What a shot from Autumn. Again, delivering. Very similar hit to what we saw before. The orbital strike not finding the kill under Berlin. Takes a little bit of damage, yes, but repositions. And now Life has gone full reconnaissance.
And he saw every single member, Doug. That's why he's taking all the space on the flank. This is so nice from Life.
The problem is he's the only one playing contain here. And it seems like Sentinels are intent on rotating away.
Yeah, they're anticipating this, like a push-down hookah or something of the sort. But are they anticipating this deep of a push? All the way down B long by the fountain.
I mean, neither side is making any noise.
Oh!
That flash.
But he's
and
out.
it's a TP away. But it's just enough misdirection. Look at the pings on the minimap now.
Yeah.
Like we heard him. He's got to be around. Where is he?
It's so scary. It's a horror game.
Now 35 seconds left on the round. Sentinels seem to have chosen the right site.
30 seconds left.
Most definitely. It's all up to Life here. I don't know if he can anchor this alone. Oh, he might find a timing. Oh, he gets spotted.
Again, the only smoke has been invested. The flash is so pretty. Life gets another 2.
Spike planted.
And an Omen ultimate committed.
He was alone.
Tens wasn't ready for that. I don't think they heard that at all.
I mean, Berlin TP'd into that. You're absolutely right. He was so far ahead of everything else. Now Zelsis is left in a 1v3, able to find the first. The peek onto the second will not connect. The defuse comes through as FPX will punches for the wave Sentinels. FPX responding with a bit of their own. And the chamber ult used right at the very beginning. Berlin with Goop in face has to take a step back. This is so bold.
Oh, what a punish.
So reckless. Life with 3 on the round, and Berlin cleans it up.
Very interesting buy here.
It's interesting.
The death ball approach for sure.
Yeah, take a look at Zekin's position. He was for the longest. I mean, he's still back in spawn, waiting for any noise, waiting to be as reactive as he can be, as quickly as he can be, because this is very decisive out from FPX.
Oh, what a fade eye.
It was perfect. John's getting online. Zekin on the swing out, trying to find a little bit more as Ayang has crept back sight. Him and Berlin, those two in tandem, just pushing their way forward, trying to mow over Sentinels, and it's Autumn who cleans things up. Seconds left alone, he's trying to tuck down 22 HP, and someone over the top! He's gotten behind him! Autumn, he had a 2K there, a 3K on the round, if I'm not mistaken, with a little pixel angle. It was over Tuna, it was nice.
It was a very cool strat. I mean, that's why they bought the Classics. They isolated, cut the sight in half. The Classics were good in all those fights, all that close range.
Just not good enough to get him over the board. So Sentinels win the second half pistol. No investment on the side of FPX.
Yeah, not too crazy of an investment for the side of Sentinels either. You have 2 Spectres, a Stinger. Yeah, you have an Outlaw and a Bulldog, but I mean, going into the next round, you don't really have much to work with, I feel like. Great Molly.
Very nice indeed. Autumn just continues to
He's
find
unreal.
success, man. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he keeps getting away with it.
Just chamber things, man.
One enemy remaining.
And so, a weapon upgraded for Berlin, who's now got the Bulldog in hand and left in a 1v3.
Oh, he's getting ran at.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah.
No room.
And it's aggression, too.
They've got something to work with here. Sentinels very far up A short.
Oh, yeah. That fade eye. Been really impressed so far from Saucy using some of these lineups that he's had. I mean, that pistol round 1, that was really big. This time around, he gets info on market area. And SEN decided to back off, re-clear showers. But Autumn, he waited that out, and it's going to be a little bit of a battle here. Could have been.
Meanwhile, you saw Life grab that ult orb towards Belong. I think that's going to be a key part of how they try to approach these later rounds on the attack. Have Life go in, create as much havoc as possible, get info. There's so many ways you can play around a Yoru ult.
Yeah, and his kit in general. He left a clone there, and they're actually going to lean back towards A, I believe, and use that clone as a feint for the hit.
Yeah,
this is some very cool stuff.
There's a lot of presence here. I mean, oftentimes you see a fake and it's 1 or 2 members, but I think they can send it and then they go through TP, they head back towards showers.
Yep, and the problem here is if Autumn doesn't win this 1v1, it gets thwarted.
And that's exactly what happens. So now they, what, do they try to reinvest back towards B?
I think they have to full commit. The spike is all the way up A short. Saucy, he's just going to delay right now.
Things have been thrown into disarray. I thought Life was going to try to get out. If he dies, yeah, that's a spike. That's a problem.
Down A.
He's so smart.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Dre. If that kill goes the way of FPX and Showers, they have so many things at their disposal.
Yeah.
But that goes down, you've lost Showers control, and then the spike is in this awkward, like, well, do I go up A? Do I TP back B? Are you guys going to come to us?
Yep.
What's the play?
And I get it. I know Autumn's feeling himself right now. He wants to take that 1v1.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Great job from Sentinels to clean that one up. Ooh.
Oh, you're in trouble.
What's going on right now?
Gotta get out of there. Zekin's not able to stay alive, but the trading out from Tens is nice. Life now down. Ayang has a rifle.
I mean, taking every single timing possible. Look at this.
Yeah.
All the way through. In spot. Oh, Celsius. He read him like a book somehow. That's so rough.
Yeah, very clean shots. Berlin wasn't able to do anything there. You know, we saw this a lot when FPX played against Heretics. They invest into Ayang. It doesn't really matter who it is that has the hot hand or what it is that's going on. If there's a hero rifle, be it the Guardian or the Vandal, whatever it is, it often goes into his hands, and that's the case here. There are 2 members out towards A. Zelsa's the only one close by. If he gets cleaned up, that's an open sight. Stays alive so far. The Molly to buy a little bit of time as 2 reinforcements. Again, the 2 remaining members of Sentinels trying to get over as quickly as they can. 1 for 1. There's not a lot of time. He's going to have to win those.
Like you said, now they look a lot more loose. And I mean, considering the scope that Sentinels as an organization are under by themselves, right? That's a lot of pressure that it mounts onto you. being lighthearted can be a way to weather that.
Yeah, alleviate a little bit of it. You see Autumn's ult online. Heavy lean towards B. There's no Showers presence. There's no A presence at all. Now we're going to see Life Salt for the first time.
3 members here, though, from Sentinels.
That knife ult's really good. That's going to tag a lot of members. Berlin's already dead.
Yeah, free spam kill.
I mean, Life went out to get info, but his teammates crumbled around him.
Yeah. I mean, no chance, really. Just spam across the board.
I mean, look at where the spike is. It's out. There's no way for them to recover it.
Center looking so good right now.
Yeah, but this also feels like a plan that was poorly executed on the side of FPX.
I mean, sometimes it's just rough. I mean, Jordan Zelsis, he's had so many smoke kills so far. Oh, what a shot. Oh, he almost connected onto that one. The Tens, he'll clean it up along with Zekin.
The spike was in no man's land, and that's where it really felt like the round fell apart.
Yeah, I didn't catch that TP from Berlin. That was so insane. I mean, that was so risky.
And you see where the risk did not pay off in this instance. Autumn, again, a hot hand, but man, is it gone cold.
Jeez. The contact approach from FPX, it hasn't been working. They need to just do an execute at some point of this half. Try to get the spike planted, at least.
Well, but you got to think about it, though, Dre. It feels like, you know, we think about FPX and the crazy year that they've had. I want to take us back to Shanghai. One of the things that people were so excited about was how FPX played their attacking side, particularly how they played the entire map.
Yeah, with all the smokes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. There were double pump fakes. There were triple pump fakes. I mean, they played everything so beautifully on the attack side. And, yes, there was some, like, heavy exec rounds, but that didn't really feel like their DNA.
Yeah, this contact style has just not been working for them so far. I mean, look, another just dry walk into the crosshairs that are trained on them from Sentinel.
And Zekin's able to tuck back in and stay alive. Pops back out with his ult, not going to connect onto anything, but this delay is just so difficult to navigate. I mean, they've barely made it out of short at this point. They haven't really gotten U-Haul. They haven't really gotten a ton of space at all.
And if you look at the ultimates, there's still so many online and available for Sentinels. Look at that. Life is done.
He's cooked. He was tethered, fried. He's done. He's been so dominant on this side.
This Sentinels roster, once they get going, it's impossible. It feels so smothering.
Look at the adjustment here out from FPX. I was talking about how they like to put the hero rifle in the hands of Ayang. This time it's in Autumn's.
Oh, proactivity with the Thrash. But a great bait.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Ten's had some backup there from John to pick up that Thrash again. He'll have it for the next hit. It's just a cycle of utility right now from both sides. All of Hookah just got cleared out. That's why you see them taking space. It's John QT and Saucy. And Tens, he leaned towards A. And I wonder if this is all to crunch if players go Hookah. He'll send that Thrash through the TP. As I say that, it's going to be a B long hit, though.
Paranoia goes out, Life goes forward. They have a lot of space here.
Yeah.
The thing is, they haven't dealt with the Hookah presence that you were mentioning a couple of rounds ago.
Yeah, and Sentinels, they're comfortable with this for that reason. There comes the crunch. Oh, it's slowed.
There comes the Thrash. There comes the crunch that you mentioned. And yeah, with the alarm bot at his feet. Slowed, sure, but it's really just delaying the inevitable.
Oh my gosh, and the jiggle as well from Zelsis. He spotted all 3 members there. It's just easy pick'ems for John QT.
3 on the round for the leader. Saucy's going to clean up the last. Sentinels will get to 11.
It just looks so easy for some
individual firepower starting to come through, like John's, as we saw a moment ago.
Yeah, he did something.
A little pat on his back.
Hey, sometimes you got to hype yourself up, man.
Take the wins where you can get them.
Yeah.
I get it.
This is a new look right now for FPX. It's an attack side operator, and Tens is all alone here. I say that, but I mean, he has supporting cast, but he's the only one in Octagon. That was his backup. Yep, that was his backup.
I wonder here if you're expecting someone else. Yeah, Autumn is. The slow walk into it.
Unbelievably quick.
I wondered if he would be worried about it, if he would even check Octagon, given the smoke, given the fact that Saucy was playing another off angle, but the discipline and the poise out from Autumn.
Yeah. I mean, Autumn has had to play against some of the most ridiculous plays we've seen in Valorant China. So he's got to be ready for stuff like that. People finessing around smokes or even just running through them.
They've got to understand that Hookah hasn't been cleared. Zelsys is here, and Lysor knows. But what can they do about him?
This is tough.
I mean, he's like a trap that's been laid. And it's almost like you know he's there. It's like itching in the back of your mind, but you can't really do anything about it. It's all going to be on timing. Meanwhile, Young falls. Zelsys on the swing, and now the threat has been realized. Lysor falls, 3v3. Op still in the hands of Autumn, but Berlin not around for long. Meanwhile, Life only has 10 HP. John on the tap. The shot's not going to connect. Zelsys still playing up in Hookah. Finally dealt with. Finally dropped! But it's a Mirage! One to take FPX's map pick.
It's been an obliteration.
Interesting approach there. Do you see Life TPs, sends his TP out towards A, and then ults, and then takes the TP. Look at how far back he is. They just dropped a smoke back there. He could pop out on the other side of it. That was the play. A really cool exec from FPX, but only one kill found. Sentinel shutting the door on them again.
It's just so chaotic. It's a flood. Sentinels are feeling it. They can taste it.
Just one member left, and it's all on Berlin in a 1v2. The spam's coming through, 25 HP, too many targets to deal with. Sentinels roar their way through a dominant second half to take Bind, 13-8.
Just wow. That's all you have to say about that half from Sentinels.
We'll see if Lotus tells a different story. What a dominant performance to close things out on Bind. We'll see you guys on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere.